Wait a minute.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you?
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know? That's better. You've forgotten a lot since then, but we'll get it back.
Okay, and we're back in number 4, this is. So, yeah, we've just done the whole thing with Cavalon, and now I'm raiding the bandits' hideout, picking up dark mushrooms. I got the key from Braygro just then, and that's the chest. It's got some more arrows in it, should be able to help me out. And that's of course always good. You always want more arrows at the start of a game. I mean, I always pick up arrows anyway, but yeah. So anyway, exiting the cave, then I'm going to go down to Lobart's farm. I just took on some one-handed training, of course you saw, because the most important thing you do when you start up a new game is that you get some fighting skill with your weapons. I've I don't think I've ever gotten strength first and then the training second. I always get it to 30% if I'm with one-handed first, and then I put the strength up quite a lot. Or yeah, if it's two-handed, then I put it up to 60%, then I put in strength, because I can't stand 30% with the two-hander. Anyway, the bandit had nothing more useful to say, so I kill him. I don't know why I put my fight away. I thought the fight was over. I have no idea why. I wasn't paying much attention. And then, yeah, pillage him. I mean, it seems kind of mean because he does help you out, but at the same time, he's a bandit. He's not going to get anywhere else, and you already got a bit of extra experience by scaring him away, and you might as well kill him for the experience and getting your gold back amongst his stuff. It's just one of those things. It's like, if it's not a townsperson, I really don't care. I'll just kill them. I don't kill good, friendly NPCs, but he was not one of them. I always used to kill him in Gothic 2, so I kill him now. And yeah, there's a few small blood flies here, because it's much easier to take them on if you shoot an arrow at a few of them. Brago's chest had quite a few extra arrows in it, which is of course great, although I don't want to waste them. I'm still using the wolf knife. I have no idea why, because it's really terrible. I think it's just the power and the one-handed bonus that makes me want to get it on. I have no idea why I put it on, to be honest, because yeah, well, you're about to see me fail. Yeah, young wolves went in, do the aggressive thing, smite one of them, but they were too close together, and I got pwned really, really fast. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm just loading it up. I mean, this is the first time you've seen me die, and I would imagine I'm going to die a whole lot more. But yeah, I think I do it with the bow and arrow next time. As you might have guessed, I play the game and then I add commentary later, which, well, now, just on top of it, because, well, I don't know, when I play Gothic 2, I can't see myself ever making good commentary. Not like I make good commentary now, but the commentary would be much worse if I was, yeah, commentating as I played. Yeah, it wouldn't sound as good. I mean, I've not got any script or anything, but still. Anyway, as you can see, I'm still picking up just about everything. Here's a gobo, gonna go kill him. That's yeah, the goblins are much easier in this game than they were in Gothic 2, I'm sure of it. They used to be quite a lot tougher, so when you actually saw a big pile of goblins, it was actually something threatening. I mean, they can still kill you on this game and everything, but it's nowhere near as deadly as they used to be. Even black goblins have been made weaker. I'm not sure about the goblin skeletons, but I can remember them giving me a little bit of trouble last time. I'm not sure if that was because I was underpowered when I was fighting them, or if they were actually much tougher than I thought. Anyway, that's Canfire right there. Picked up the stuff near him, that healing spell scroll, which I find very useful in the later game, because they are very powerful heals. And the one thing I really love about Knight of a Raven is that all spell scrolls only take 5 energy, which is fantastic. Mana energy, whatever you want to call it. Magicka, if you've been playing Oblivion a lot. And yeah, they're really, really, really good. I like the fact that you could set off a firestorm even though you've only got 10 mana, and it really doesn't matter. Same thing with those Destroy Undead scrolls that I'll find in a bit, and those are fantastic. They take 5 energy each, and I like to throw them at something really big, like those 2 undead skeletons. Those big...
Hey, stranger. I saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict, and we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be?
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm.
Okay, so now the fight's over. A random wolf appears out of nowhere, and this is why I want my bow, so I could run up to it, shoot
well
it before
done.
he kills
One
it and gets the
dirty
experience.
beast less.
I'm a bit mental when it comes to that whole thing. I always want to get all the experience that I can, so it just makes things easier. Now, anyway, I'm going to go and get the turnips, and yeah, the turnips in the field, and the sheep are going mental at the moment. Turnip, turnip, turnip. Takes a long time to pick them up, and I have to not click on the sheep, which makes it even more awkward. Oh, isn't this fun? Pulling turnips up. But it makes a cheaper price for the cloves from Lobart, so I like to get all these jobs done before I even start talking to them, so I can just hand them over straight away. I think straight after I've pulled these turnips, I'm just going to go run down to Canfar to buy the pan for Hilda, Lobart's wife, and so I just have it all ready so I could just talk to everyone at once and get it all out of the way. Yeah, I'm not going to add any commentary while I'm talking to the NPCs, because I want you to be able to hear what they're saying. I won't take all the options that I have available to me, because it'll just take ages and ages, and I don't want to just add a total, you know, the entire game onto a walkthrough, just what I would click normally. So yeah, I'm on my way to Canfar now, and yeah, those healing plants behind that barn was actually quite useful, because they're all really useful. I've got loads of them at the moment because I keep picking them up, and I'll need them, though I will. Okay, so talk to Canfar.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city, am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
Now, keep your paper.
I seem to have misjudged you, huh? Well, do you want something else? Can I interest you in my wares?
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Just a little look around his inventory, but I can't really see anything that useful. Well, I can find things that I'd like to have, but all cost a bit too much, and I don't have the skill to, or the power to hold them anyway, so there's no point. I just take the pan, and I'm done. And right then I realised that I got the spike club, which I should have been using over the crappy little wolf knife, so I just go ahead and equip that straight away. So it's time to go and give the pan to Hilda. Meadow knotweed there, always good to pick up. Potions are just coins, you sell them and it's worth something, so yeah, it's time to go to Lobart, really. Hilda comes after Lobart.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
I'm for the peasants.
Ha! That damned warmonger NOTR'll drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what NOTR has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinthus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. NOTR was the first of them.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field. And there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
Well, I can give you 5 gold pieces. Or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
Have you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Hey, you! I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Can you give me something to eat?
You can come back for more tomorrow.
Wait a minute.
And how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got it from, huh? Who cares? Thanks, anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for 'em then?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife. Vino says you were real help to him. And that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not going to get any cheaper.
Give me the work clothes, then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Alright, there we go. And now I can get the work clothes. I've never even tried taking the work clothes without actually buying them. I would assume that it'd be quite easy to just steal them, but I always get the experience and do the quests anyway, so why not? It's pretty simple. Right, so I'll take the farmer's clothes, and well, I'm not quite done here yet. I've got to go and attack the hills. Starting with this field raider, I just give it a quick save, and then it's weapon out and engage. As you will notice that I wipe out just about everything that I can. So because all the monsters around here are very simple and starty-ish, then yeah, I try not to leave anything that I can kill alive, basically. Everything counts for experience, and that's what I go after, everything. Now, there's 2 field raiders. You need to give a little bit of make sure only one comes at you at once. Certain monsters, they all run at you at once, and you can't help it, but there's a lot of them you can just peel off from the pack and take on one-on-one. And as you know, most likely, you get surrounded on the game by enemies, and you're screwed, really. Nothing simpler than that. So, there we go, just killed the 2 field raiders, and now moving on. Nerdo knotweed and some plants I think up here, as well as a coin purse. It's always good. And then I'm going down the hill to find healing root and the goblin berry that's there. I don't of course intend to use any dexterity on this game, because I'm just going to be a through and through one-handed fighter with strength. No crossbows, no nothing, no magic, just a lot of points going into my one-handed skill and a lot of strength. Strength potions and the ability to read stone tablets come right at the end, when I can't train any more strength. So there we go, I got that, and now I'm coming back up. And I notice that it's getting darker on me, which isn't good. I'm going to try and do most of the walkthrough just by, you know, the daylight, so when it gets to night time, I'll hopefully minimalise that time by running for the nearest bed and sleeping. Normally in the real game I wouldn't bother going to the bed unless I was really hurt and didn't have any potions, which hardly ever happens. But yeah, for the sake of the video, it's never as good at night, so I'll try and make them all during the day. I think the biggest exception there would be when I come to the Valley of Mines and they start you off, when as soon as you get there it starts you off at night. So I don't think I can do anything there. Hey, there's my 2nd level up. That's good. Those 2 giant rats are not exactly an easy fight at that point, because they're full grown ones. They're the ones that you find later on, and they can eat you to bits if you give them a sec, so you have to keep your distance. Okay, another field raider. There we go. And yeah, and then I'm talking to Captain Greg, or Greg as he's known right now, and yeah, I'm going to help him out with my clothes. So yeah, here we go.
Hey, you, come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool, I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Are you hiding from someone?
Of course not. What nonsense. I just enjoy standing among the trees so the wind won't blow right into my face. What about you now? Do you want the job?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts, and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct, and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I know I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Okay, and now we've helped out Greg. Not a really big thing. I was never sure what to do with Greg when I came in, because he's a brand new feature and he kind of sticks out. I've come to like Captain Greg, of course. He's quite good, and well, we'll get around to that later. Anyway, for now, I'm decided to get an extra 500 experience by doing that whole go around the city and you know, talk to Lares before going through the city gates. So I'm picking up all the stuff in this little inner valley thing. Looks like it's been the place of many wars or little fights or something, because there's always a lot of bones and rusty swords and just dead people in general. There's also a silver ring out here, which I'd pick up. Might as well. There it is. And yeah, it's a good way of getting 500 experience. It's not that much experience, but you might as well get it while you can. And it just kind of makes sense. I mean, you got to squeeze every penny basically in this point. I'm still saving though, because it's quite a dangerous little thing for me to do. I mean, it's not that bad, but you could still get killed. I mean, I almost get killed by a wild boar, I think, on my little journey. So I pick up these healing herbs that I might as well, just kind of sticking out right there. And I'm continuing on through a little field raider infested place. Like I say, it's getting dark, so I think it actually does get dark by the time I get to the city. Although this walkthrough is almost over. So, right, I'm just coming up on the city now, and yeah, I'm going to walk down the side street, and I suppose we'll pick this up next time. So, see you in number 5.